had this fucking stupid thought like yesterday. I don't know. Probably somebody put on the fucking Facebook and like it's just rolling me. I was thinking like if I sneak out from the house like 11:45. Fucking here, do like a few deadlifts just before
10, 9, 8.
I just go in.
Unless you fuck your back and then you're like,
and then all
on 5, you fuck your back.
Just lying there pressing like fucking.
Why did I make it 250?
Yeah, are we? There's no New Year's deadlift party off, is there? No.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Deadlift and a shot every time you take one. 10.
Whiskey
one.
and deadlift.
Yeah,
never
like
done.
the thing is, you think that's like far off things that we've spoken about. We have
No,
fucking talked
before,
about this
like,
kind of
yeah,
stuff.
Actually, like about the same subject, whiskey and deadlifts. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think that does for before? Like, shit, look, put it like this: Russians before, yeah, every last deadlift fucking hit, or some people of all deadlift sets in competition. It's only 3 attempts anyway. Yeah, they were hit of vodka. Normally they were doing cognac. Yeah. And Americans picked up and they're doing this whiskey. Yeah. Now, what do you think actually gives that?
Like, does
That
it
one
give you
shot,
anything?
or 2 shots, or 3 shots later on, to go for whatever weight. Yeah. Some of them were doing only for the records.
Yeah.
So I said like, you know, some people are scared from a weight, so they hit that, build up a bit of extra balls there. Bigger
You get
bodies.
ballsy with your alcohol. Yeah.
Like, you're losing your inhibition, so that's like any fear that you might have had. No, I won't have it now. But the thing is,
I'm not sure.
if you're on a night out, right, and you're looking, going, will I go for that lady over there? I think I need another shot. It'd take more than just the one for you to lose your
That's
inhibitions.
what he was saying though. Is it?
You know,
when it
so,
hits you,
yeah.
when it hits you, like the fucking taste of it just throws
But is
your
it like
head.
taking nose torque? You know, like, is the shot meant to be like that? Is it meant to be like,
Well, see,
or
that's
is
the
it,
thing. See, I don't know. Yeah. So
Yeah.
for me, that nose torque, fuck nothing.
yeah, I just fucking nearly fell
Get
over.
yeah, like it's running ice. I can't see the bar. Fuck that. Same like, you know, we're talking about slap. You know,
Yeah.
for me, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Just doesn't fucking work. I said like only a couple of times it did work. Like with KK, it did work 100%. But
I think that was more about who was slapping you as opposed to
yeah, but see, like
power coming
I,
through.
I knew
No,
it.
it's just
See,
kind of like, you know, here I am. Fucking yeah, right, let's go. As opposed to being like, that stings like a bitch.
I did look. To
Only
be honest, I
works when
didn't
he
feel
gets slapped
shit.
on his ass. So like, good job.
Good game.
That's the one that works for him. That's the one.
It just was like, look, it was like more like I knew like he wants me to live that, and it was the ally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not like
the
just
camaraderie
like,
kind of there going. Yeah, you can do this. Come on,
Literally,
like, lift it.
comrade.
Yeah, literally comrade.
Tavarish. So that was the thing, but like, see, today actually, like, again, it was like I was tucked into this fucking pose. This chick was fucking hitting Greek knob, whatever whiskey there, but you know, drinks like that and go straight
Knob
in.
Creek.
That was the name of the
Greek
fucking
knob.
But whatever.
She was hitting the
Hold
Greek
on.
knob right beforehand.
Fucking gets in the name now.
Was it? It's
Sounds
Knob
like the
Creek.
pictures.
Yeah,
Knob
Knob
Creek,
Creek is
Knob
the whiskey.
Creek.
Yeah, yeah.
But it sounded like you said
Greek knob.
Greek knob.
I was hitting this Greek knob. Okay.
Hey,
All right.
I don't know who she kidding.
We're just going well off
The thing
track
was
now.
like, you know, she
He's
takes
great
in,
lover.
sips, and goes straight in. I was like, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
How in the fuck that actually works?
Yeah.
It's no way. You know, like sipping in, first of all, like say, I know, let's say if I took the shot like that, it might piss me off because it would be disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like the fuck, you know, like you might throw shit around. But it's, if you take that shot to get more aggressive, fuck off, doesn't work that. Like, you know, for me, whiskey just makes me fucking wild as fuck. I just want to
But the
chill.
thing is, like, look at when Chris Duffin, like whiskey deadlifts is kind of like
Yeah, that's from him.
That's from him. Yeah. He has some really good whiskey. As in, it's not like he's taking some shit to make him go. Ah!
No. he
Like the
has
thing is,
good
go down to
collection.
Tesco and you just pick up something like Tesco
Value.
Whiskey. You know, it's not even
Power.
spelled like, you know,
Power whiskey.
Yeah, Paris. Yeah, just like or teachers or something like that, and you just go, ugh, and then. But he has some fantastic whiskies, and what he does is he sits there and he sips it, and he enjoys it.
Yeah.
Like he's letting the alcohol kind of get in there gradually, and he's enjoying the experience. I enjoy whiskey. I enjoy lifting. You know, it's like when Schwarzenegger and all the lads would be like doing other stuff, lifting, and then they'd get a certain lady upstairs, and you know, they'd all have like it was literally just all the best things they loved all at once. You know,
Actually,
that kind of way.
just to go after you said now, I just rephrase the question. Yeah? what actually whiskey does to the body for the all cardio system, yeah? All the cardiovascular system, yeah?
That's it. I didn't know if you're
It
promoting whiskey.
kills your penis.
No, just say it. Better blood flow.
On a night out, yeah,
No, I'm not-
absolutely.
I'm not saying I know from
just being-
experience or
just being
anything like
honest,
that,
like, you know, that's
Does
the way
that.
it comes out, you know.
Like, I
like-
don't. That's it. Anyway, what's after?
So you're talking about like alcohol in itself. You're trying to I think they're trying to get the immediate vasodilation of everything, trying to get the vessels to come out, trying to get the blood kind of just rushing into wherever they want to get it through. Really, I think that's what they're looking at when they're doing that. But to be honest, I don't know what the immediate effect to be or why they're taking.
I'd like to
kind of a
even
shot
like
of
say
alcohol at the minute.
There's
you
a
know,
new project.
I couldn't tell you.
Clipboard
You know? Yeah, absolutely.
in a lab, like.
I couldn't tell you exactly what the reason behind it is. You know,
Rap song.
unfortunately.
What were you getting to there, Peter? You were saying something about.
He was talking
New
about.
Year's
He was
resolution.
talking about.
Sorry.
2018.
Yeah, so I- what I was gonna say
what's
is
everybody's
that-
goal for
Yeah, so-
2018? Huh?
Guys, going into 2018, there's going to be a lot of New Year's resolutions that are going to be, I'm going to get fit, I'm going to get healthy, because for the rest of the time, I've always been a slob, or, you know, I'm overweight, or I have heart issues, or da-da-da-da-da, or just simply saw a guy walking down the street, and you know what, I'd like to look like him. So that, you know, there's going to be a lot of that.
That happens to you a lot.
The mistake, yeah. I see a
check-
guy
you
walking
check-
down the
you
street,
check
and I
out
go,
a
"Do
lot
you know
of
what?
guys walking
I
down the
look like
street."
him. And then I go over, and I kill him, and I wear his skin. That is what I do.
Just went immediately to the dark side of that kind of thing, you know. Hannibal Lecter, Limerick, Chianti, like.
just spoke about whiskey, didn't even drink, and you're talking this shit. So don't give him anything.
Now I'm just.
Don't give him anything.
You know,
what
I have
would be the
friends who
goal?
are worried about me. I'm okay. I'm doing okay.
Yeah. So
I have a collection.
what's the goal for it in
Well,
animal
no, what I was
barbells?
going to
huh?
say is that, well, for me, I'm actually just going to treat myself a little bit better. Like, genuinely, I have to treat myself a little bit better, food-wise. And
So you're not getting fuck diet t-shirt, no?
well, like, in the fuck diet could be, like, I'm not going to actively go, I'm dieting, but just look after myself a little bit better.
Yeah.
I undereat, you know, I don't drink enough water, and like, I'm
Same
somebody who
here.
has kidney issues, so like, I should definitely be drinking more. But the thing is, I know beforehand I've set goals that were totally unachievable.
Yeah, I
But-
think people have to be realistic about what they're
Yeah.
expecting.
And the thing is, you can probably do a lot more damage. Like, medically, you can probably do a lot more damage to yourself if you try and throw yourself into the deep end and try and go, this has been like your life up to this point, bad, and then you try and actively do everything at once.
Won't happen.
Your body's going to go, what the fuck?
Actually, you
sustainable.
probably see it every January when they come in,
Oh,
and
well,
everybody
yeah.
signs up and they kind of go, great, and then they're here
Oh, the place will be fucking
twice
jammed, like.
twice a day, throwing themselves like people who haven't exercised in you don't know how long.
They get one injury, they lose all motivation, they're gone.
Absolutely, it's about being realistic about what you're doing. You know, if you're not going to come down and run a marathon after not being running for years or whatever, it's about building it up properly. So if you're coming down and you're going for a walk on the treadmill, you're getting on the bike, or you're doing some light weights and you're doing something kind of active, you build on from there.
A lot of people sign up
people
for a
will see
year.
that as well. People will
You know,
see that. You see the progress as it comes along.
Yeah.
It takes time, but that's
But,
the
but
problem.
in January, people will go down to a gym and they'll sign up for a year.
Yeah.
And they'll go, because they'll have the best intentions at heart. A year's a fucking long time. You can start with walking on the treadmill. You know,
That's the thing,
starting then. Or if you're somebody like, go to one yoga class.
Walk outside.
Walk outside.
Yeah.
You know, you don't even
Any
have to join the
activity
gym.
is better.
Anything
activity
active, you
to
know,
get
like.
to get healthy. Or you're going to say, do you know what? You're going to bite the bullet and you're going to stop having pizza every day. No, I'm not looking at. I'm sorry. I don't know why I looked at you there.
That's
no, but
definitely
I
not
ordered
part of his
now.
New Year's resolution.
No,
anyway.
you better write this down, boys.
2 pizzas every
Too
day.
large.
Yeah,
Give me a deal.
but that's the
Domino's.
thing. It's like, I do think people lose the motivation because they'll get injured, and then an injury. Like, I mean, for somebody who has been doing it for a long time, injuries are hard to come back from.
Yeah.
Because the amount of demotivation that you get from getting injured, for someone who's like almost, I suppose, addicted to the gym, that it's the part of their life they're never not going to be in a gym, it is hard to come back from. For somebody who hasn't been in a gym and wants to achieve a goal, and they get an injury, it's so hard to come back from because they don't have the years of experience beforehand to think.
You don't recover as quick either when
yeah.
you're getting, you know, when you're getting older. A simple injury, when you were a kid, now you went over on your ankle and you went, okay, grand.
You lost your teeth. You shoved them back in your face.
2 days, 2 days later, you're up and walking and jumping around the place. Whereas now it could be weeks to months before you feel like you're actually fit again.
Yeah,
to be able
you
to
lose your teeth now. Like even I'm 25, I lose my teeth now. They're not gonna be like your gums recede, all this kind of shit. Like, but ma'am, when she was a kid, she fell off a gate and she literally knocked the front 2 teeth out like that, and our grandmother shoved them back into her face, and she said, "Hold them there." She still has those teeth.
Hardcore old people.
She still has those teeth. Like they're still her teeth, and I'm like, Jesus, people were harder back then.
Yeah, well harder back then, like, you know, like
but,
eating
but
uranium or something.
I suppose what I'm trying to say out of this, I kind of 2018 segment, Happy New Year to everybody, is that as a kind of tip, is to don't like try and cover yourself on all angles. Like smaller is better.
Set yourself a day by day realistic target.
Yeah, exactly.
you know.
Small changes are better than these New Year's resolutions that people try to go cold turkey with everything.
Yeah.
You know, now there's certain things that'll be better. Like someone's not going to drink anymore if they're a hard drinker. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
but it's
they're
again
better coming off the drink. Like, just
actually like with those things. Yeah, let's say I know somebody that say doesn't have at home any junk food, yeah, so kids won't ever get that. Yeah. Same thing. Like I know one dude like had issues with fucking drinking. He drank everything was at home and stopped buying. So forced us was not to go in alcohol section. So what I was saying is like just go after 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
go
you can
shopping
see
after 10
that,
o'clock, yeah.
but
Can't
you're
get
still
in.
seeing flying.
Unless you break in,
Get in. But so like everything else is a small changes. Like even let's say every time look in here, like anybody comes over, oh I want to do this and that. So okay, this week you stop putting any sugars in your food. That's it. That's all you want us to do. All you want to
Change your
now,
white bread to brown bread. Do you know?
Yeah,
if
small
you're
bit.
going to just go step by step and build up
That's
from
the
there.
thing, you know what I mean? And I said, like, it's say, especially for beginners or like these all the New Year resolutioners came in, the best thing to do would be like every day you go for 5, 7, or 10 days every day at the starter. Yeah. What happens? You won't get the pain, muscle pain at all, and after like those 5, 7, or 10 days, you feel like you've been here for a month. You feel like you belong here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like if you go and say, oh, Monday, Wednesday, fuck, still sore from Monday, and then Friday comes, skip, maybe tomorrow I'll go, then, shit, this weekend, start from Monday.
But I went out last night, now I'm hungover, and now I don't want to go
and
in.
it's like, again, back to the, gone. But if you do that, and it's happened to many here who done that way, like, straight 5, 7, or 10 days.
It's to get into the mentality of actually going to the gym. It's
New
a
habit,
regular thing in my routine daily.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And after that, like, just feel like they belong in here. They want to be all the time in here. And, like, small changes. Like, and again, you just took off small bit off from the crappy diet. But because you're training all the time, you straight away feel a bit like, they feel straight away better. So I think
I can do a little bit more.
Yeah, like
now.
I suppose it's like it's create a good habit.
Yeah.
As opposed to thinking eliminate your bad habits, start creating good habits.
ones,
Also, another thing that I think should be said, because I'm a save the earth kind of person, is that there's some coffee shops are doing it. Every day, the amount of people who go into a coffee shop that have 3, 4 coffees, and they're spending, first of all, a rake lot of fucking money on it, instead of just thinking, right, invest in an espresso machine or something at home, or even those keep cups and all that kind of stuff. Because when you see the amount of coffee cup waste, that's just as one thing. I mean, when I see sometimes after the weekend, if I'm coming in here and there's a few takeaways on the way in, out in the ground, the amount of fucking waste, and like you're kind of going, holy shit. But like, I've actually heard a lot of people say is that from now on, I'm no longer going to buy a coffee unless I have my own cup that I can give in. And the thing is, if you go up to them and go, can I have my cup? They're going to go, yeah, cool. They're not going to go, I can't put it in this.
What is this thing?
They put
foreign
it in
to
a
me.
fucking cup, and then you use it you wash it, and God forbid you'd like have to bring it the next day. But like that's I think that's, I've heard a few people saying that one. That's my rant.
That's his rant. Rant over.
Clean up the world. Clean it up.
You've lost a shit ton of weight recently.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah, well, I suppose, right, I mean, so I was going along with him, so Peter was, trying to get me in and do more. So, I mean, I've always loved sport, all kinds. Love rugby, football, Gaelic, hurling, all these type of things. You know, everything you could try and do, I want to do. Running, boxing, yeah. Try to get involved in all of them. I suppose the difficulty is, job-wise, was that sort of all felt by the wayside. And it does happen to a lot of people as well, where you kind of feel, right, I'm actually grabbing whatever I can, whenever I can, because I don't have time otherwise. It really put me off. And I did let the gym slip to the wayside completely. And I piled on the pounds. Very quickly.
What I'll clarify is that Colum, later on, you were playing football and you're playing GA and everything like that, but you're also doing athletics and you're a sprinter. And then you did 400 metres. Probably what, like 80 kilos?
Yeah, nothing like.
Yeah, you weighed about 80 kilos. No, you still went to the gym and everything like that. But, and then you went away and you studied, and you were studying medicine in a foreign country. You know, that's all pretty fucking stressful.
Yeah.
And like the
I
amount
was
of
over
study
hungry,
that
you know, like,
yeah, I mean, you had to do all of that study. And then I even remember that when I saw him, then I was like, holy fuck, because like, I mean, forever, you're always.
Oh, you stick
fit,
thin,
like,
and then
very athletic,
there's all them
like,
Eastern Europeans then, you know, going, no, you're too thin.
You need to get bigger.
You need to get in the gym and get bigger. So that's what it was. You know, you'd follow on with the lads that were there. They were like, here, come on, you need 10 chicken breasts a day and you get bigger. And I did. I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed getting into the gym a lot more there as well.
But
you know,
then the thing is, when you started coming to me originally, what was in my head was I was playing rugby at the time, and I wanted to get bigger. You know, I was thinking, car crash rugby, get bigger, get stronger, more weight.
Yeah.
And I was going on Wikipedia
big and heavy,
going,
like.
well, how heavy are my favourite players?
Yeah.
As if that would make me any better at fucking rugby. But like, you know, I was like, how heavy are they? Oh, fucking 106 kilos. Jesus, I only weigh
How could I get up to that?
How can I get up to that? Taking like weight gainers and all that kind of shit. Like just, and I mean, piling food into myself. You know, that kind of way. And then like when you came back across me, we were in the gym together, I think seeing me doing my kind of training, you know, and then you were like, this is actually pretty fucking fun.
Yeah.
And then of
I
course
started
you get
getting
used
more
to
like
eating and then gymming because you were coming back like during the summer when you'd all your
Oh yeah,
time
I
off.
was too big for
But then
my
you get
body
in,
weight,
you get
so.
in the fucking habit of eating for doing that kind of training.
Yeah.
But then you weren't training anymore.
But then
because,
suddenly
like,
you
you're
can-
studying,
you
and then
do
suddenly
kinda
you're eating like
stop
plates of
and-
pasta and going,
Yeah.
what the
Well, I'm not really using this anywhere else, am I?
Yeah.
So you
Brain
do
food.
like, and it is a hard thing to do, but I think you know something just kind of clicked then, and you need to try and you
What was
need
your
to force yourself
most
into do
recent
it.
heavyweight that you were at?
So let's see, what was it? Back in, let's say over it was about 4 or 5 months, something like that, roughly.
Yeah.
The heaviest, I'd say I think it was 102 kilos. And what did we weigh? We checked it today, and it was 90.
You were 90.
90. Yeah.
Jeez, that's good.
90. Like so, it's a big difference. But again, that's
Well, like
forcing yourself
it
to do it,
was,
changing
yeah.
You know, the idea of you shouldn't be eating all these
Well,
things
like
that
how
you're
many
eating.
times we here now training, like to throw those 4 or 5 months.
Well, that's it. I mean, really, what I'm trying to do is if I can get down for even an hour, just something to do with
Every
like
day,
over like if I can get, if not every day, but if I can get 4 or 5 times a week, it'd be fantastic. Just to do something. If it's
But-
lifting some weight, or it's going on the bike, or it's going on running, these type of things, you know.
It could. Now I'm not. All the work you've done yourself, and that is always the case. Like you can be motivated by other people, but it was that if you're in the gym or anything like that, and you're worried about somebody in your family that might be overweight or anything like that. Like I mean, I had to say to you that I was saying like, look, you need to pull up your fucking socks here. You need to stop eating junk food. You need to a bit of hard love.
Yeah, here, pudding face.
But I was like,
stop
but I
eating,
was-
stop eating,
Fat
stop eating
bastard,
shite. Like,
But the thing is, I was
slap
like,
him on the cheek.
but that's it. I was like, come down and train me, and we'll train together every day. And the thing is, you don't even have to think about it. Just get it done. You were working nights. The fucker was coming in after doing a shift in here in the morning. And that's where it started.
half dead. Yeah.
Half dead. Like, I mean, I'd be speaking to you, and I'd be like, hey, we're doing this for this reason or whatever.
Phased
and he'd
out.
be
Yeah.
going,
Grand. I don't care. Just
a drool,
so I'll do
people
whatever.
out.
Yeah, absolutely.
like, this kind of stuff.
But it was, and
Like, is it-
what a lot of people do is, I mean, even what I do is like, when you get stressed out, you reach for junk, you reach for crap.
You want
And
the
go,
sugar high, you want
yeah,
that
just
sugar
want,
high.
just
Fast.
give us a bar of chocolate, give us something.
Comfort food.
Although it was very,
That's what
it
it's
was
called.
very, it was very funny when I was kind of, you know, everybody has their own little stash. I remember I walked in here and I dumped it.
Well,
I dumped. That was a gas one. You know.
That was
The funny thing was, Void went looking for it then after that. Like, so.
Unfortunately, our youngest brother James, who is like
the way it
this,
is.
he went fishing for that bag straight away. James was like, "Where is it?" And he was straight in there. And I think it's James is a fucking. He's slight, as in he's slim. He's quite a athletic bloke, but that was the turning point for me, was that when you walked in, and I didn't even have to say it to you, look, I had said it to you before, it's like, you just need to stop eating crap.
Yeah,
I
just
knew
like-
you had a stash.
Yeah, just like fuck
Fucking
this,
knew it
like
was there
yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
And he
You do,
came
you
in
have
with
to-
the bag, and he was like,
There's a
"This
packet of crisps in there,
is
there's some
my-
chocolate in there. Fuck
this
this,
is
like.
my stash." I was kind of going,
All right.
really? And he went straight into the bin, and in front, not the bin at home. He didn't say I threw it in the bin at home. He brought it here
Yeah.
and threw it in the bin. And I think that was a milestone.
Yeah,
And then
because you'd be looking
lost-
for it if you did it at home. You fucking
back
room
in
through
an hour
the, here,
later.
hold on a
That's
minute, I'll get it
that's
10
Like,
minutes
I think-
later.
And I think
It
you
was
knew that
just-
yourself. But like the thing is, I think you lost 2 kilos, and I even remember how happy you felt.
Oh,
for, like-
absolutely. Like,
and then
it's a-
that
it's
was
slow
that was
process,
the motivation to keep going. And then
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's it. You've been coming in, and even the days when you're working nights. And the thing is, it's just it'll be really fucking hard at the start of the year. It's going to be so difficult if you're starting out and your goal is to be fit or to lose weight. It's going to be hard, but you just have to like
You
you
just
say
have to
so
slog
yourself.
through it,
You're
and
2
it will,
stone
yeah,
down,
it'll
like-
get
Yeah,
there.
but
Like,
like, you know,
when
but
you
it's
start
like,
to feel better.
You're enjoying training now anyway.
I mean,
Enjoying
I always
actually-
loved training, you know, and you do, and you start to enjoy it more when you do reap the benefit of
Yeah,
it, you
get
know,
results,
like,
yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, but it takes time, and people can't be expecting that if I come here after a week, I'm gonna be like, yeah, walking around, shake the guns, yeah, this is the thing, you know, this is what,
Yeah.
and this is what people,
Work
this
in
is people
progress,
do, and they're
yeah.
gonna go, oh, I've been there a week, and I don't look any different, this is terrible. You know, I can't go back anymore. I'm just sore,
there's
and I
an-
feel worse. And
There's like an
that guy,
instant
you know,
gratification
I haven't
thing people
lost
want
weight.
now, though.
I've been on the diet
yeah,
for 2
yeah,
days.
absolutely. Yeah. And
2
that's what people don't
days.
realise, how
I've
hard
lost
you
weight.
have to work, or you have to do something, how long or how often you have to come down to actually
Yeah.
get anywhere. You know, and that's people do have to realise. That, you know,
But
so-
you learn a lot about yourself. I think going through those hard times of it, when you're getting started, or if you've come back from something bad that's happened to you in your life, be it physical or mental, or you've lost somebody, and like it is so fucking hard to get back. But then you start to enjoy it, and then it's not a task anymore because it's become a good habit, and you
is,
feel
yeah.
much more.
People are
positive
afraid of it
about
though as well. People, I find people
Yeah.
are afraid to come down at times. I mean, like it is quite intimidating when you walk in somewhere like this, and there is a lot of big guys and things around in here, and
Oh, yeah.
like, and you know, people train hard, you know.
Yeah, they do.
And so it can be very intimidating for people as well. And a lot of people who are bigger are always.
Or
They're
even
always
young
thinking about
fellas who are
themselves,
very
going,
skinny,
yeah, that's
you
it.
know, that kind of way, yeah.
You're always constantly thinking in your head, going, oh, I'll come down here, they're just going to laugh at me, and everyone's laughing at me, and you know, there is that type of atmosphere, and I think, you know, you nearly need to kind of promote, and there is somebody who's coming around, and there is a few people who come down, and you can see the difference over when they've started and over the last couple of months, and to get that realization of actually no one's laughing at me here. People are actually going, yeah, fair play for coming down.
Well, that's what
Like, it's,
when
I
I
prefer to see
someone
it here,
doing that,
you know.
I actively think, well, fair fucking play to you, and I'll actually have more respect for that person doing that than a gym rat who's in here every day,
of course.
because I know it's
How hard
it's,
it is,
It's
like.
second nature for someone, like even for me, to go to the gym.
100%.
It's second nature, but for someone who drags their ass out of bed to do something that at first they're not going to like because it's going to be tough.
Yeah, but-
I'm sitting here and I'm going, I'll give you a round of fucking applause for that, and I'd make all the time in the world for you. And the same, for instance, say if there's people who want to put on weight, and you might be skinny, you might be weak. I mean, weak is kind of, it depends on the person too. You might be pushing yourself hard, and if a weight is hard for you, that's a weight that's hard for you. If you see a person like that working hard, you can't help but have respect for them. Yeah, and as you say, you're not laughing at them. You're not going.
No, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. People need to realise
He
that.
can
That's
only lift
like-
that. He only weighs 42 kilos, but he.
Realistically, like, you know, if you're thinking here, like, it's not one person, that type of person who
People
make
don't
a
give
laugh.
a fuck.
You know what I
like,
mean?
they're all cared about
It's
themselves.
just
like,
nobody
that's
gives
it,
a shit,
like.
you know.
Well,
And,
that's it, like.
and what you're saying, like, when it's a habit, it's a habit. Like, you know, it's like actually like a bit darker side of fucking habits there. You know, the first thing I did after flying back home after my dad's funeral, actually same day came in, walked through the door, straight changed, went on the weights, started fucking training because I needed fucking just fuck off.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, the shit to deal with that.
Get out
is
of your
not-
head, and you just
you have to, like,
you
you
just
know,
this is what how you relax, how you focus.
it's like
nearly,
force, like,
this-
you know, it helped to deal with that because dad was there. I flew to different country straight away to do fucking weights, and I bam, doing stuff, and I said, okay, what's going on, like, and because I wasn't here for a few days, you know what I mean? Maybe I can't remember, 3 days maybe, and I started doing stuff on it straight away. Like, there's actually one guy when one of my mates came over, he didn't knew for why I was away, you know, came over, so we're doing legs, and he's just dying there, like, you know, reality checks and all, like, you know, half-ass squats where I push down, and all that stuff. I got involved in that straight away, back to what I do all the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, I had to go for a leg session, you know what I mean? Just clear my head.
Yeah.
But it's, as we're saying, it's easy to jump in that and do stuff because it's like it's second nature. As I said, like, if there was the way extra session a day would even out 2 meals, I would fucking train probably 3 times a day. As I have no problem, I can go. I can do now. I don't care. I had 1 meal all day today, yeah? I could go do training, second training today, I have no problem. Because it's just like way more enjoyable for me than eating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like
But that's it. You're trying to get that into people. You're trying to actually promote it so that you can actually enjoy it. That it's not. It doesn't feel like, oh, I'm being forced to come out here to do it. You want it's something to a release. Yeah. That you get out of your head. You come down. You do something. You feel better. You're going to be sore. 100%. You're going to sweat your ass off. Whatever.
Well,
but in the end of it, you're just going to feel that little bit better.
Yeah,
you really do. You've done something that your body is not really thanking for you at the time, but
like you
it
never
will later on.
For a horrible hangover, like you've done it to yourself, and you're like, "Fuck, why did I do this myself?" But then, like, there's something about when you've worked hard, and you wake up and you're like, "Oh, jeez, I can't get out of the chair." But you know what? It's because I worked hard.
Yeah,
I like it. And
busted my ass at the gym
yesterday. For me,
yeah.
It's for you. It's not for anybody else.
No, and I don't think it's for everybody to be enjoyed that.
No,
that
there is a lot of people who
like look,
enjoy it.
like few like recent people I helping out with training and all, like, one like is, for me it's funny how struggles through the sets, especially like I said last set, knows what's coming, and normally I said drop sets, drop set it'd be long and painful and all that, and steps off the machine, I feel like I'm gonna be punched in the face, but then like 2-3 seconds after, like it's a big smile on the face, and like
they made it.
Yeah,
they made it.
Like,
we survived.
Quads are sore, can't like properly walk, like a bit like Bambi up the stairs, but happy. You know what I mean? Happy was the fucking
crying as they walk up the stairs.
Like it is, but that's actually like it's literally
you're
happy
doing something
crying.
that you're like you're dreading it, and then when you get through it, you're fucking proud of yourself.
It is like it's
a mental thing though.
You're fucking
to
proud
mentally
of yourself,
get through something like that is that's
like your body will always follow you. Your body will follow your mind. Yeah. It's not like if your mind's going go 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 and your body's just going.
It's as you said, we were doing leg extensions. You were like, get the fuck out of your head, like just get out of your head. I mean,
and the difference is, like, you definitely got out of the head because I was there going, what are you thinking about? Fucking autopilot. But like who was training with you, he was thinking way too much. I could see it in his face. And the thing is, he went like that. The rep was clean. It was smooth. It was everything. But because he went like this before he even had to, he was thinking about it being more difficult than it was. Yeah. The next rep suffered, and then he wasn't able to go as far as. And I was like, "Get out! These are clean. These are fucking clean. Your body's doing it. Don't let your mind say, this is hard. Stop. And it will. It'll do that. And it's the same thing. It's like for myself, I'll lift something and go, that felt like fucking death, and then. If you filmed it or you see it back, you go, what the fuck? That's not the same.
We're talking about deadlift,
so you kind of look back and you go, Jesus, it wasn't actually that bad. Yeah. But that's because people will think that as the body's suffering, that it's like, oh well, something's going wrong here. I can't do it. I can't do this. My body can't do it. But it is a mental thing. It is most definitely a mental thing. And the mental victory you achieve when you've gone through something that's physically difficult. Right. Is like huge, and I think if you start to feel that reward from your training, for anybody who's starting it out in the new year, you will keep it going.
Yeah,
you will keep it going.
It's an addiction.
Exactly. There's no way.
That's what it becomes. That's what it becomes.
There's no way
I like getting that feeling that I've actually done something more now today, and I can do the next, and it builds up.
But I don't know a person who's ever felt that way and then gone, yeah, but fuck it.
So like I even was saying, like, let's say should be some part of the drug addicts program as a rehab, should like proper training, not bullshit like tick the box, you train.
I'm not seeing them, they're like Olympic sprinters.
Yeah, I know.
Away from the guards.
But they are, but bring it in, give fucking the tribal and make him walk or run with the weight, a bit hard laugh, a bit.
Oh yeah,
you know
of
what
course, yeah. But like,
they will change, but they will always look for a new addiction.
You're gonna have to be, it'll be tailored. Of course, it'd have to be tailored to the person because they could be absolutely decimated,
Yeah, but you
get
you can lift something.
Definitely, yeah, exactly.
You can lift
and if
something.
you can lift something,
Yeah,
you can lift that something. And
like
work,
let's say now, like say, all four of us, we cannot lift the same weight. There's a limit for all of us, different way.
Yeah, I'm the strongest here.
Oh, I know that.
Just
I just did.
We're building up to that. Okay,
we'll let everybody know.
That's it. Just
He's
so we're
the
clear.
real Dr. Deadlift.
Just so we're clear.
So like they all can lift something, and you tailor it by them. But if you think like their heads will always look for new drug, new addiction. They always will.
So change it to something positive.
Yeah, like what I mean. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's like it's.
Give yourself a new addiction.
Yeah, exactly. That's
rehoming dogs.
Let's stick with the fitness part for the addiction then.
Adopting donkeys. Man, you live in a council flat. Why the fuck have you got 17 donkeys in there? I just can't help it. I suppose I'm making an ass of myself.
Yes.
Yeah,
I haven't been like this.
Probably
since
we
I
got
was young.
tired a bit.
Yeah, maybe that's what that is.
I think like it's for all beginners, like it's just to fucking come over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, come on over.
Just get in. You know what I mean?
Well,
I
from
think
Animal
here,
Barbo,
like,
we'd be happy to see you
like,
down here.
if
Come
you go,
on down.
It doesn't matter where they go, like like it's fucking at least like get out from the fucking home, like especially like build it up fat ass. You know what I mean? Just get out. Stop. Be active. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, you were talking about this, particularly for a place like this. I mean, it's old school. It's honest. This place,
Yeah, well, you don't see anybody
it's
sitting
not,
here on their
people.
phones all
People
the
will
time
say
and,
it's not for the faint-hearted, but the thing is, it's for everybody. This place is for everybody. It's one big family.
Absolutely, it's for everybody who just wants to come down and train.
For anybody who might feel intimidated by the place, just come on over. You'll get a sense of the place that it's not meant to be intimidating. Everybody's welcome down here, whether you're seasoned or not, or you're starting out your New Year's resolution. You'd be very welcome down here.
That's why you do the videos, just to break the ice, like just.
You
see you running
see
around.
my friendly face.
I mean, who wouldn't want to come down here and see Hulk Hogan or John Cena or somebody dancing like Christopher Walken or attempting to dance like Christopher Walken around the place, or even tackling protein bars. Like, look, maybe that's to say that the place isn't as serious as everybody thinks. Is that you're going to come in and suddenly we're going to try and get you to eat bats or anything.
Straight away,
like
like in your face. Did you deadlift? Welcome. Get the fuck out.
That's what you do.
That's what you do.
It's busy in the morning.
We'll tell you from the hours of when to when you're working.
Somebody fucking hold on. Why the fuck was that on? I think one of the forums back home from Lithuanian forums. Actually, one dude asked me. Said like, I hear like you cannot. I won't let them join in if they cannot deadlift like 150, 170, something like that. I was like, what? Oh, like my mate told me, like,
you're not allowed to join if it's under 200, isn't that right?
What the fuck? So like, so what are you talking about? So like, no, like I was told, like, that's like near like a test. It's like I told like you're speaking a piss, and like I send this message like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, talking crap. Like, no, dude, like I'm on for real. Like, I can't remember the name who told me that, but they said like, what the fuck? Come over and join in any time, you know what I mean? You say?
Yeah, exactly. Like the thing is like, deadlift party is a deadlift party. If it doesn't even have to be a deadlift party.
The recent deadlift party. I mean, the recent deadlift party went very well. I mean, there was so many people from the gym here, like who weren't taking part in it, but just came along. Like, and it was great fun.
I wanted to see it.
It's
and
great
like,
fun.
Oh, this deadly, and like, oh, how'd you get on? Like the amount of people that weren't here even that then came along and went, oh, how'd you get on? I heard you lifted a good weight. Like that kind of way. We have a sense of family down here. Look, every gym. I think every gym does, because you see regulars.
Yeah.
But it's not a place that you should be scared to come into, because
there's no ghosts.
There is no ghosts. We did hear something.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
But they'll be working out at night. All you hear is just the fucking bars going.
You can wail, you can swing, you can flail, you can fuck like a broken sail. But I'll never give you up. If I ever give you up, my heart will surely fail.
Do you want to get thin in the new year? Come on down, Animal Barbell. We'll sort you out, man.